Hi, it's Ray, Chevy Ray Comics. I don't collect single issues. I collect trade paperbacks and omnibuses, collected editions. I love them. I love talking about them. And I hope you guys enjoy watching and listening to me talk about them here on whatever platform you're watching this. I want to talk today about paperbacks that I have read multiple times. We all have those books that we keep going back to. These are books that I will read several times in a year. I love them. So I want to do a video all about them. So it'll be a little bit longer video. So the whole long version will be on YouTube, and I'll do an edited version here on TikTok. So here we go. These are trade paperbacks that I keep reading over and over again. First, I want to start with, I would read the Joss Whedon Astonishing X-Men paperbacks, but I no longer have those. I just got the Joss Whedon omnibus. So now I just read the omnibus once a year. It's a lot easier than reading the two paperbacks. So that's I wanted to make that determination. These are books that I would have read a lot, but I can't anymore because I have the omnibus. The other is Batman Hush. I would read Batman Hush a few times, but now I've got it on omnibus as well. The Hush omnibus is fantastic, by the way. Imagine that Jim Lee art supersized. Come on, man. That's good. So I don't read these paperbacks anymore. However, here's what I do. We got a tie at number 10. Number 10, Joshua Williamson's Green Arrow. This is Against the Wall. This was the final Green Arrow book. I've got it. I got it a little over a month ago, and I've read it 3 times. I loved this book. This book it's sort of the Green Arrow point of view of what was going on with Absolute Power. If you read Absolute Power, you know that Green Arrow turned evil and joined Amanda Waller's group, and his whole family was angry at him, and that's what this book goes to what was going through Green Arrow's mind when that was going on. That's most of the book. But then it turns into Joshua Williamson's love letter to the character of Green Arrow, because this contains the last issue that he did. It's just such a good book. It's such a good book. And the ending of this book, you'll shed a tear. You will, if you like Green Arrow like me, you will tear up reading this book, because this was Joshua Williamson conveying how much he loves this character for the end of this book. So Against the Wall, Green Arrow, is tied with Iron Man. Iron Man, World's Most Wanted Part 1 and World's Most Wanted Part 2. This is the story of Tony Stark when Norman Osborn, because of what happened at the end of Secret Invasion, Norman Osborn ends up in charge. And he has plans of what he wants to do when he gets the Iron Man technology. But Tony Stark does not want to give him the technology. So Stark tries this. He goes on this plan where he's going from place to place and downloading his mind. He's emptying his mind of all his intelligence and technology secrets. He empties them into hard drives. All right, that's what World's Most Wanted is about. And I'm telling you, it is an incredible story. If you've never read the Iron Man Matt Fraction Salvador Larroca run, man, it is amazing. It's amazing. And I've read this several times. I did just get the oversized hardcover versions of this, so I'm very excited to get that. So I probably won't be reading the paperbacks anymore, but I've read that several times. Number 9, Venom Rex. This was the start of Donny Cates' Venom run, and if you've never read this, it's crazy. It is the run that kicks off, all of the Cates Venom stuff that ended up introducing us to Dylan Brock, and it had Absolute Carnage in it, and It ends up to the King in Black, ends up with all this stuff. But the thing that got me with this book is it's when they really, the Venom symbiote, starts to develop more of a character of its own. Like, and the character's not just crazy. It makes the symbiote a more relatable being. And there's a part in this book where the symbiote tells Eddie Brock it loves him. And I'm telling you, I've read this book several times and it chokes me up every single time. It is really a good book. It's called Venom Rex. I also got the Stegman Kate's Omnibus and haven't read it yet, but this story is going to be in there, so I'll probably start reading that, but I do love this book. All right, number 8. This was one of the most underrated paperbacks that I've gotten, Titan's Beast World. Titan's Beast World is by Tom Taylor, and it is fantastic. It's so much more than I was expecting. If you've never read Titan's Beast World, you are in for a very pleasant surprise. What happens in this book is insane. It's very good. It's the Titans, of course, so it's Nightwing, Flash, Cyclops, Beast Boy, Raven, the whole group. But this also has members of the Justice League in it. And it has heroes turning into animals. Heroes turning into animals when they are bitten. And this is crazy. This should not have been as good as it should not have been as good as it was. But man, it's a good book. Titan's Beast World, trade paperback, fantastic. Number 8. Number 7. This was such a fun event. And is Jed MacKay, Blood Hunt. It's such a quick read. It's a quick read. You fly through it. And the story is so good, and it contains everybody. It's the whole Marvel universe, and everybody's turning into vampires, and who's the bad guy, and you won't believe who the bad guy is, as it turns out that it's not someone you expect, and who turns into a vampire and who doesn't is also shocking in this. And this is also where Doctor Doom ends up becoming the Sorcerer Supreme. It happens in this event. I know this is one day going to be an omnibus. Marvel would be crazy if it doesn't become an omnibus, but I highly recommend this paperback. I have read it several times, and I've only owned it for a short while. Blood Hunt, number 7, love it. All right, this book, I love this book. Philip Kennedy Johnson's Action Comics Warworld Rising. This is a Superman book that is unbelievable. This book is so great. It's Daniel Sempier art, and it's so good. But this book is mostly about. It's political from the fact that there is an alien ship that comes to Earth and it lands in the Atlantic Ocean. So the United States says, okay, that's our technology. Is it landed on Earth, so we're going to get it. But Atlantis, Aquaman's land, says, no, it landed in the ocean, it's ours. And there is a political battle that almost leads to a war. And Superman has to stop the war. This was one of those unbelievable. This is an unbelievable book because it was so good. Philip Kennedy Johnson's Warworld Rising. This is going to be part of the Warworld Omnibus coming out with Philip Kennedy Johnson this month. So I'm very excited about it. All right, next. This is number 5 or number 4. I don't know what number I'm on. The Button. Batman, Flash, The Button. I love this book. This is Tom King and Joshua Williamson with Jason Fabak and Howard Porter art, and it's amazing. I love this book. I love everything that's in it. It's so good. I have it in oversized as it is in the Flash. It's in the Flash by Joshua Williamson Omnibus, and the last time I read it was in there, but I have read this paperback several times before reading it in there, just because it's such a great story. Batman the Button. I think this is one of the best books ever. Period. It's so good. Number three of trade paperbacks I've read several times. Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Spider-Man. This book is fantastic, right? You guys have read this. This book's amazing. It's about adult Peter Parker living in this new Earth, which is part of a different universe, and he never received his powers of Spider-Man. But he's visited by Tony Stark, visits him through an orb, and he finds out that he was supposed to be bitten. He was supposed to be bitten by something and given powers. And so he goes ahead and gets bitten, and he decides to take on the powers of Spider-Man. And it is so good. His family is, he's married to Mary Jane. They have children. His Uncle Ben is still alive. And his Uncle Ben's best friend is J. Jonah Jameson. This is really something. He's in the black costume before he creates his real costume. And there's a lot of fun things. This is one of the best books that's came out this year. Ultimate Spider-Man. All right, number two. My God, I love this book. I love this paperback. I've read it so many times. It's a Ghost Machine book. It came out through Image. It's Redcoat. Redcoat is phenomenal. You guys, I've talked about this book so many times. It's Geoff Johns, the GOAT. It's Brian Hitch art. It's got Redcoat, who's a immortal. He is an immortal, but he got his powers on accident. And this book is something else. He also gets a sidekick. I won't tell you who the sidekick is because that'll be a spoiler. But the sidekick is so cool. I just love this book, and I've read it several times. And I'm hoping one day to see a movie of this book. It's Redcoat, Geoff Johns. It's phenomenal. And the number one paperback I've read several times, Batman, Their Dark Designs. I love this story. This is James Tynion. And it is fantastic. The story is Batman fighting all the OG villains, Penguin, Riddler, Joker, Catwoman, and he's not just fighting them. He's also fighting Deathstroke. He's part of it too. And this book contains Harley Quinn. It contains punchlines in it. Harley Quinn's in it. And there's so many elements to this book. It's so good. It's Batman fighting these people, and these people find another villain called the Designer. And the Designer has a plan, and he goes through with his plan, and it is unbelievable. I don't want to give any spoilers because everybody should read this book. It's so good. And what they do to Batman, they do something to Batman that changes his life. This is James Tynion's, in my opinion, this is James Tynion's best work. I love this work. I love the Tynion run, and I have read this in the omnibus, but yet I still have this paperback that I love. There's the Designer, if you want to know what the Designer looks like. There's the villain, the Designer, and there's a major twist at the end. Trust me, this is a book you will love. This book, Their Dark Designs, by Batman. It's by James Tynion. It's great. Number one on the paperback list. I keep going back and reading over and over and over again. What are your paperbacks you read over and over again? I know you guys got some. Tell me what you're reading over and over again. I'd love to find out. Maybe I haven't read it. Maybe I'll use it as advice to read some of your stuff. Let me know. Tell me right here. Like the video, and tell me what you're reading. What stuff do you read over and over and over again? That's what I'm talking about. This is Chubby Ray. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you next one. Take care, everybody.